The college football transfer portal opens in just hours, and the quarterback carousel is about to spin into overdrive. Several elite signal callers have already entered the portal, and with Powerhouse programs desperately searching for their next starter, the next few weeks will reshape the entire landscape of college football. Drew Mestemaker is one of the hottest names available. The North Texas quarterback was a breakout star this season, throwing for over 4,000 yards and 34 touchdowns while leading the Mean Green to the American Conference title game. A reunion with former North Texas coach Eric Morris at Oklahoma State makes perfect sense, and that's where he's expected to land. Penn State needs a quarterback, and Rocco Becht from Iowa State is the perfect fit. Reuniting with former coach Matt Campbell in Happy Valley would instantly make Becht one of the Big Ten's top quarterbacks. The fit is too obvious to ignore. Sam Leavitt is heading to LSU after his injury-shortened season at Arizona State. Before getting hurt, Leavitt was one of the nation's elite signal callers, throwing for over 2,600 yards and 21 touchdowns while leading the Sun Devils to a Big 12 title and playoff appearance. However, if Trinidad Chambliss receives a medical waiver to play another season, he could reunite with Lane Kiffin in Baton Rouge instead, sending Leavitt elsewhere. Indiana is losing some offensive firepower and needs a replacement. Josh Hoover from TCU could become Curt Cignetti's next star quarterback. The Texas native has finished second in the Big 12 in passing yards in back-to-back seasons and averaged over 8 yards per attempt. He fits perfectly into Indiana's system. Miami could land Deuce Raiola from Nebraska if Dante Moore decides to leave for the NFL. Raiola hasn't quite lived up to his 5-star high school billing, but he's still thrown for nearly 5,000 yards and 31 touchdowns over 22 games. The Hurricanes would give him a fresh start with championship aspirations. Brendan Sorsby is heading to Texas Tech. With Baron Morton departing and Will Hammond recovering from a knee injury, the Red Raiders desperately need a proven starter, and Sorsby has been connected to Lubbock since announcing his portal entry in mid-December. Florida lost DJ Logway to the portal, and they're targeting Aaron Philo from Georgia Tech. Philo impressed in limited snaps over the last 2 seasons and could follow former play caller Buster Faulkner to Gainesville. The Gators need at least one quality quarterback through the portal to stay competitive. Auburn is expected to land Byram Brown from South Florida. After losing Jackson Arnold, Ashton Daniels, and Deuce Knight to the portal, coach Alex Golesh is clearing the quarterback room to bring in his former signal caller. Brown led the nation in total offense per game at over 340 yards and was one of the most efficient quarterbacks in college football. Tennessee is targeting Anthony Colandrea from UNLV as a bridge quarterback. Colandrea thrived in Las Vegas under Dan Mullen, leading the Mountain West in total offense and reaching the end zone 33 times. He could hold down the fort in Knoxville until 5-star prospect Faison Brandon is ready to take over. Arizona State is losing Leavitt but gaining Cutter Boley from Kentucky. Early signs point to Boley heading to Tempe to replace his predecessor. Boley showed flashes of potential this season, throwing for over 2,100 yards and 15 touchdowns while leading the Sun Devils to a Big 12 title and playoff appearance. However, if Trinidad Chambliss receives a medical waiver to play another season, he could reunite with Lane Kiffin in Baton Rouge instead, sending Leavitt elsewhere. Ole Miss could land Deuce Knight from Auburn, assuming Trinidad Chambliss either receives his medical waiver or transfers to LSU with Lane Kiffin. Knight is raw, but flashed serious potential in limited snaps as a true freshman with the Tigers. The transfer portal is about to explode with movement, and these quarterback decisions will define the 2026 season before it even begins. For complete coverage of every major transfer portal move and breaking college football news, subscribe to USA Today News. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update as the quarterback carousel continues spinning.